Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Can you guys hear me? Chat audio check, please. Good evening. Welcome to Sketch Fighters. Can you guys hear? Oh, you can hear me? Okay, great. We're waiting for some of the other people to pop on, but I figure I can get started with some stuff here. Beef Skeleton, good to see you. Beef Skeleton's first in chat. Simple Man, what's up, Tony? How you doing? Jamie Odell, yo, what's up, Jamie Odell? Are you gonna be at NYCC next week? That's next week? Carson McKinney, good to see you. How's the volume? Just curious. Welcome, first time chatter, M1 Good. Hey, have we met before? Way, hi, good to see you, Way. Did you go to LA Comic Con this weekend, Way? Let's see here. Is M1 Good Ace? Rose and Sky, rating with a party of 29. Thank you, Rose and Sky. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. Oops. Raider from Rose and Sky, second. Good to see you. James Quo's here. Resub with Prime, 37 months. James Quo. Ooh. James Quo, I'm assuming you're going to be at NYCC. Do you know which days you're going to be there? Welcome, Raiders. First time, Rose and Sky. Thank you for the raid, Rose and Sky. Right now I'm doing a, well, tonight's stream's going to be a portfolio review for Ace. Right now in between, while I'm waiting for some people to show up, I'm going to kind of touch up this, this piece here. Hello? Here's someone on. Ace?
Yeah, what's up, BC?
Okay, and let's see, Jamie Odell. Yojimbo's here. Good to see you, Jimbo. Yojimbo's our moderator extraordinaire. Is this Apple Pencil working or not? What's going on? Simple Man. Yes, we're doing a portfolio review today. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So what's up, Ace? How much time you got? Hello?
I'm good. I'm good on time.
Okay. I'll wait for...
Can you hear me?
Yep. I think everybody can hear you. New York Comic Con on Sunday for Jamie Odell. Gozador.
Hold up. I can't really hear you yet.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me on Discord or on the chat, on the stream?
Right now.
Gozador. Long time no hear. Where have you been? Are you going to be in New York? Are you working on anything? Ace?
Yeah, are you talking to me? I thought you were just talking to chat.
No, can you hear? You said you can't hear me. So.
No, I can hear you now.
Okay.
In Discord.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be because Discord, if you listen to the chat on the stream, it's going to be delayed. So
yeah, no,
I would recommend turning off the volume on the stream, and then just going with the Discord for the audio. Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play with the line volume on Procreate?
No, I've never done that.
Yeah, usually like on Photoshop.
The levels you can just.
It'll be the levels, yeah.
Oh, I've never done that on Procreate actually.
So this is just me taking a picture of the hippo drawing from last week. And then now I've taken it using, I didn't scan it in, I just used my iPad to take a picture. And I guess it's a little too. It's still a little too rough to use as a official line art. So I'm gonna probably have to ink this on Procreate to create. It might be too late to do a sticker because New York Comic Con is next week.
Yeah. When are you flying in?
I'll be there Thursday morning, arriving straight from the airport. So, have you guys officially started practice already?
Not yet. We got 2 more unofficials, and then that's when we off to the races.
Okay, all right. Ace is, of course, going to Pratt Institute right now. If you guys are, this is your senior year.
Yep, senior semester.
Do you have any notes you'd like to? Because this is also Carson McKinney's senior year at SCAD.
Yeah.
Do you have any highlights, any regrets, any notes for the people out there that are interested in going to art school?
I think, let's see. Definitely no regrets. No regrets. I don't think there are any regrets. I also think you should aim to live your life with no regrets. So whatever you do, just do it to the fullest, so you don't have those regrets.
Right.
Some notes, though, I will say is art school is an interesting experience. You kind of gotta just you gotta make it your own. Like you can't rely on comparisons. Don't try to compare it to other schools, state schools. You kind of just gotta like create your own space to like have those experiences with your friends, with the city. You just kind of gotta create your own fun, really, and just try not to like fall victim to comparisons.
What were some other schools that you were considering going before you chose Pratt?
Before I chose Pratt, I committed to Gwynedd Mercy University. I was about to play there, but then I didn't play there, and I ended up playing JUCO. I played at Northampton.
Yeah. Where's Gwynedd Mercy?
You know what?
Where's Gwynedd Mercy?
Like, what is it like? Kind of like a little north PA.
Okay.
It's still in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
This is kind of weird.
And then I didn't really like where I was at before at Northampton. So then that's when I kind of like started falling through the cracks. Really, I didn't really like have a set plan. And then that's when I got a call from a coach at Pratt, and then went to go check it out. And then I guess the rest is history.
So you got this is your senior semester, final semester, and then well, what's next? What's on the horizon?
I mean, I guess we're gonna see. I guess one thing I am excited for is to just have all my time be set to drawing and creating things. I think that's gonna really kind of like change me, like help me get into gear, because like right now you gotta think about like the most of my day is like split into a lot of different things, whether it's class or practice. So I can't really draw as much like as I would like to. I just gotta kind of draw whenever I can and make sure I really like get my reps in, or whether I'm working on something. But once like school is done, I think I'm gonna be able to just really like hone in and just draw, like all my hours be good use for drawing.
How much have you been going to figure drawing class lately?
Yeah, and I've been taking Thomas too. You know Thomas, the one Australian kid on our team.
Mm-hmm.
I've been taking him. He likes it.
Is he an art major?
Industrial design.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But he has to do foundation. He has to do foundation.
Yeah, I got foundation year. You gotta take some figure drawing class.
Yeah.
Are there any other guys on the team that are art majors, or you're the only one?
Yeah, just I'm the only one.
That's interesting. All right. I met another guy I play ball with on Wednesday nights. You know, at that place in Torrance that we
Yeah,
went to.
champion.
One of the guys there, he's an assistant coach at Caltech.
Oh, that's tough.
So we started talking a little bit. It's interesting. They have a pretty storied basketball program, Caltech, um, but they also suffer from kind of recruiting issues because the Caltech is so well. There are a couple of different reasons. I think my own opinions. Uh, there's not a lot of D3 schools out here on the West Coast. It's
Right.
mostly D1, D2, a lot of JUCOs, not a lot of D3s. On the East Coast, there's a lot of D3 schools. But D3, so that D3 in itself sometimes hurts because of no athletic scholarships. So you
Right.
really have to find a particular fit. Doesn't mean you can still get grants and other kind of financial assistance from the school, but it does create a barrier. And then they have such a high academic requirement to enter Caltech. Caltech is
Yeah.
one of the, if not the premier. What do they do at Caltech, you Jimbo? Is it what's their main thing? Like engineering or computer science, or I mean, it's just basically like nerds, for the lack of a better term. Matthew
Right.
Crossart is in chat. Good to see Matthew Crossart. Gozer will be over there for 3 days. Okay. Are you set up in Gozer? Are you set up in Artist Alley, or are you walking around? What's going on? Gozer should be working by now. Did you already graduate
I
from
love seeing
SCAN?
those are stuff on IG.
Oh, I haven't seen her stuff hasn't been popping up. So
No, you gotta see. I'm loving all the Super Sun stuff I've been seeing. It's really sick.
is she drawing Super Sons for DC?
I'm not sure if it's professionally or is it fan art, but it's actually, it looks really good to me.
Okay. Sometimes I've been finding that like sometimes stuff doesn't pop up on my feed anymore. Poop Kid is here. Good to see Poop Kid. Carson McKinney's a senior. Remember when he was a freshman? Shoot, we've been with Carson for his entire collegiate career. Interesting. Gozer's still in school. Well, Gozer, I mean, look, you don't need to graduate to start working. I would actually encourage you to start working before you graduate. So, Matthew Crossart, how's Japan? How's the family? It's been we've been on here for 4 years, so it's a lot has changed. Well, some things have changed. Well, I guess I don't know if these guys are coming on tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, where's Jerry?
Jerry is he's been out Tuesday nights a lot with his wife. Now that he's married, he's been going out on Tuesday nights. Is there a Mets game tonight? Does anybody know? If there's a Mets game, then I know that's why Jerry and Fletch are not here. Ace, does it seem like the time flies by faster now that you're older, another year older, or is it still the same?
No, I think it still feels the same.
Oh, all right.
Luckily.
Maybe when you get into your mid to late 30s, that's when it starts going pretty fast. Poop Kid, Thoughts on Absolute Batman #1? I have not read any of the Absolutes, the DC Absolutes. Have you read any of the DC Absolutes, Ace?
Um, Absolute Power, because V Ken is in the Absolute Power Task Force issue.
Nice. Did he draw the whole book?
Sorry. You said what?
Did he draw the whole book?
No, it's 8 pages. Yeah, 8 pages in.
Okay. What is the
Like,
absolute? What is the absolute thing that you just said? What is that?
Absolute Power.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller hooked up with like Green Arrow, and they like betrayed all the heroes, some stuff like that. And she had like these Amazos. They premiered a lot of the stuff at San Diego.
Okay. Well, what is can someone explain to me the all-in concept?
I've been seeing that, but I haven't really even tapped into that for real.
I mean, I know it's the new kind of the overarching story for DC, but if someone is read up on it, you can feel me. I really have not. I mean, I'm familiar with that it's coming out, but not the details in terms of the actual story components. I've been so busy with just work in general. Ace, did you get your portfolio reviewed at SDCC? Ace? I think we lost Ace. Well, Gozer. Well, Gozer, what do you want to do? The question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to draw comics for Marvel and DC? Do you want to draw your own comics? I think you are more than qualified to draw for Marvel and DC with some slight adjustments to your style. But that's up to you. The game is over. Padres now. So who won the Phuket? Who won the game? Did Phillies win or did the Mets win? This is a weird. Oh, Apple Pencil's out of battery. All right. Trying to get into Artist Alley can be rough, even for seasoned pros. NYCC is a tough nut to crack. Even SDCC is a little bit tougher. San Diego's Artist Alley is smaller and smaller, or it's about the same size, but it's just you know, you get only 3 feet instead of a full table. And New York has a huge Artist Alley. There is a kind of a vetting process, but you know, in the recent years, a huge swath of the Artist Alley in New York has been kind of gifted or granted or assigned to particular dealers, which can be good or bad. I mean, if you're an artist and you don't want to deal with signing up, all that stuff, your dealer will be able to get you a seat. But I think for the most part, and you know, they handle a lot of the show stuff in terms of making prints for you, having someone sit at your table so you don't have to be there the entire day. But when you walk down the Artist Alley during the day as a fan, there might be someone sitting behind the tables, but the artists are only there for a very short amount of time. So on one hand, I can understand that as an artist myself. And Sean's here. I see Sean.
Hello.
Are you all right?
Oh, Sean.
You all right, Sean?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I just got off a big live stream.
Oh, you were on a live stream?
A YouTube channel.
For
Nice.
who? For who?
Comic book school. Buddy Scalera's channel. You can watch it on YouTube.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, I had to do a drawing demonstration all about drawing heads.
You drew on stream. See,
I did not actually.
You'll draw on every stream except this one.
It was pre-recorded.
Oh well, was it live?
It was live. I mean, I was talking live, but all the visual stuff is pre-recorded because I only have a phone as a camera.
Sean, I'll get you a camera if you want a camera. Especially today, it's Amazon Prime Day.
Oh, is that Ace?
Yeah,
what's up, Sean?
We're reviewing Ace's portfolio today ahead of New York Comic Con. So
it looks like you're drawing a hippo, though.
Well, now that you're here, I think we can get started because I don't want to do the Fletch thing where we start going over and then other people show up and we have to rehash for half an hour everything that we've said. So now that you're here, I think we can start. So this is a portfolio review episode. We're going to review Ace's. Technically, it's not really a portfolio review, is it? I mean, it's just one story. It's a story that Ace. It's your own characters. Now, the only thing I would preface with this, and I think I've said this a few times. These are your own characters, and it's your own story that you wrote, right, Ace?
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you're doing a portfolio to get work, the question comes, what are you doing in terms of what is the work that you're looking to get or to pitch for, right? So because you're doing your own characters and your own story, I don't know if it helps more than it doesn't necessarily hurt. But if your intent is to work for Marvel or DC or any publisher, in a sense, to be an artist for a publisher, a work-for-hire person, I would highly recommend doing a portfolio story with characters already established characters, like a Batman, a Spider-Man, a Wonder Woman, or He-Man, or anything else. And the primary
this decision is like kind of targeted because when I was talking to Jim in San Diego, we were talking and he was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's like, it doesn't matter who you draw. Like, sure, like Batman is cool. He was like, it doesn't matter. He said he just wants to see the story. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? How about just tell a story that I already, have and just focus on the storytelling. Like, that's so it's kind of targeted. But yeah, I know you say that a lot. You've said that multiple times to me before, to draw new characters.
I think what Jim is trying to say is it doesn't matter. Did he say like it doesn't matter which character in terms of draw your own character, or did he just say it didn't matter?
No, he like character-wise, he said it doesn't matter who you draw. Like,
but I think the caveat there is it is important to draw a character that is recognizable. The reason being, my reason being, if I was an editor and I looked at your portfolio and it had Batman in it, but you drew Batman super thin, I would know right away, well, because everybody knows who Batman is. Everybody knows who Spider-Man is, or Iron Man, or Superman, right? Every editor does. If they don't know, and they're an editor at Marvel, DC, or even Dynamite or wherever, they don't know those characters, then you're not gonna find that. So, anyways, they at least know. Like, if you had a portfolio of Spider-Man pages, and you drew Spider-Man like all bulky and beefy, they're going to know that, well, okay, storytelling is the most important thing, but there's also character treatments, sensibilities to a
Yeah.
character. Now,
Right.
and again, this goes to like the editor might not be a Batman editor if you did a Batman portfolios book, and this is maybe not necessarily for you, Ace. This is for some of the people that are watching this on stream or that are going to rewatch it. Is that they might be the editor of Green Lantern, or they might be the editor of Supergirl. All of this is building trust. Getting work is a matter of trust with the editor.
Right.
Do you understand? Can you do the work? Can you perform the work? Can you tell a good story? Can you do it on time? Do you understand the character? Right. So you want to have as little red flags as possible when you're trying to get initial work. Therefore, so when you come in with brand new characters, I don't know if I'm an editor, I don't know if this Rock-On character is supposed to be thin or big or what his mannerisms are because it's a brand new character. So I am purely only going to be reviewing on storytelling premise. And so what happens is you might lose out a little bit on really showcasing that, hey, I mean, especially you, Ace, you know all the characters in the Marvel DC universe. So you know them better than me or Sean. So the key is that, well, all that knowledge you don't get to show off some of that knowledge that you do have, right? And so this is, again, more for people that are watching now, that if your intent is to work at a Marvel or DC or mainstream publisher, if your portfolio ideally should be of a recognizable character, I feel, just so that you can actually show them, hey, I know about Batman, I know about Spider-Man, I know that Batman, if I'm drawing Spider-Man, he's all wiry and skinny, and I mean, he's muscular, but he's not like a huge, he's not like a power forward. He's like a skinny point guard or shooting guard, right? So, and he's not like super tall, but he's not super short. So there's all these more nuances than anything. But the devil's in the details. Sean, what do you think about that? Before we get started, do you agree? Disagree? Are you still there? Are you still streaming with Buddy? I think we lost Sean.
Oh no,
we lost Sean.
Yeah, I think if you're going to draw 5 pages, you do get more bang for your buck if you draw existing characters, because it just gives them, like you said, like that one more level of trust. So, like, if you turn in your own characters, they're like, well, this is great. This guy is really good, but we'll have to see another page to see whether you can draw.
Yeah,
characters on model.
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times I've heard watching other people having their portfolio reviewed live, where they show kind of their own characters, and the editor would be like, oh, this is great, but I'm going to need to see another drawing of Spider-Man or Green Lantern or Wonder Woman, right? Because maybe your character is not in their realm of whatever books that they're running. And so if you can just put it all in the same portfolio or same sample pages, then you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or more than 1 bird. I don't like to say that, butthead, but right? Okay. Anyways,
as long as you're drawing, that's the important thing.
But yes, drawing, how you draw, storytelling, all of these other things are much higher up on the ladder in terms of importance. But this is still like, if you had a top 10 list, this is maybe like 8, 9, or 10. Right? It's not going to kill you. It's not going to knock you off your any stature in terms of getting work, but it's towards the lower bottom of the necessities. But I do think it is something that is important to consider. So if Carson McKinney was putting together a portfolio to work at Marvel DC, I would say you need to have that. If goes the door, I know she has a portfolio, and it's she has a Super Son story, she had a Spider-Man story. Um, those are all geared towards working for one of the big two. Now, if you were to do your own, self-publish, it doesn't matter, because then you're looking for a publisher that's going to pay you money to publish your stories and characters, which is different than if you're shopping your portfolio to a Marvel DC, where you're getting a publisher / editor to hire you to draw one of their stories and characters. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, of course it makes sense. Yeah, like I mean, like I was saying before with the whole thing, I was like kind of leaning on what Jim was talking about. So I thought, it was like a kind of a, because it's like, think about how many kids like come to show him Batman. It's like, I guess it's kind of like a wow factor kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, he's seen it all, like kind of thing. So I'm just like, you know what, like maybe if I kind of highlight my storytelling and also show like something new, it wouldn't hurt. So that's what I was thinking with that.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I think it's
I'm just being extra hard on Ace.
The thing is, you drew your own story, so that's a whole other thing. That you get points for that. So
yeah, look, it's not a negative thing, but I'm just being a little harder on Ace since I know him.
Yeah.
And again, the other thing is, Marvel and DC are not going to hire you, or they're not going to. Let's look at it the other way. There are positives, right? There are positives in that you wrote your own story. There are positives that you're creative and you're coming up with your own characters and storylines, and you're showcasing something new. And what you said is like, well, he's probably seeing, hundreds and thousands of Batman portfolios. Now he sees something new that might spark something, right? And yeah, there is a slight factor to that. But okay, let's let me I don't think I'm gonna have this ready for New York. This hippo, but let's jump to Ace. Is this page? No, this is page 5. Page 1. Right. So I'm not gonna explain anything to Sean. I don't think Sean has seen any of these characters or pages before. Well, just Ace, can you give us a premise? If you were to, if Sean was Jim Lee and I was Jim Lee's assistant at NYCC, and you were to have waited in line, and now you're showing us your portfolio, how would you present yourself?
All right. Put me on the spot right now. Wait, so you want me to explain the story?
Well, no, don't explain the story. I mean, explain maybe the character, and then kind of what's a little bit of like a brief back history. Because I'm looking at, and these are just roughs, so this is not the final line art that you're going to be showing.
Right.
We're really just kind of giving a storytelling critique right now. The drawing is another component. This is more of the strategy or game plan. The next stages are the execution in the game, whether you actually score or play defense or finish with a win or a loss. So,
right.
So I would say like, well, nice to meet you. What is the story? What is the story? Who are these characters?
Nice to meet you. This is my creator-owned story of a character. His name is Rockout. He's a superhero, a teen superhero who develops these mysterious powers from an old guitar that he gets from an antique shop. And with those powers, he goes around and he's, just, fighting crime and, just trying to, generally be a good person and, do the right thing with his powers. Great power comes great responsibility kind of thing. But in this sequence that you guys are about to see, there's this one character. His name is Tinkernot. He's just kind of like a petty level character who, robs banks and stuff to fund his little projects and stuff like that.
Chubby guy?
Yeah, the chubby guy is Tinkernot. and he, you know, kind of has like a old Victorian vibe to him, kind of like a rusty gear metal kind of dude. And he steals so he can fund his projects. That's what he does. So right now, this sequence is Rockout is catching him red-handed in a bank, and yeah, here we are.
Do you have character designs of Tinkerknot and Rockout?
Yeah, I have some character sketches of them.
Okay, I would just have that on the side, because then you can say, oh, and I designed all the characters. So I have the whole world fleshed out. Again, it's another level of building trust. You're not just because again these are brand new characters. How well are these
Right.
fleshed out? And again, we're looking at rough layouts, but
Yeah.
you know, it shows a level of dedication and research, right? So what are
Yeah.
editors looking for? What are publishers looking for? Editors are looking for that. Oh, well, if I'm going to give this kid an assignment, he's going to do a little research. He's going to do a little investigative, like, you know, oh, this is the bank. This is what the outfits are wearing. These are all these other aspects of the story components.
Right.
You're not just going to sit down and just start drawing, right? So
Yeah.
I think it would be helpful if you had it ready.
Okay.
So is this based off of the bank story that is similar to the bank story that I have, or?
Yep, it's similar to the bank story.
Okay. So we start out. This looks like establishing shot outside of a building. There's someone in the foreground.
Yep.
There's a car. There's some people. We cut into interior of the space. I'm assuming we're kind of in the rafters or in the ceiling somewhere. We look down, and I guess there's a half door or safe or kind of archway with 1, 2, 3, 4 bad guys, or 4 guys standing around, and 3 people kind of sitting down. Here we have a hand in the foreground holding a gun. It's pointing at, I'm assuming one of these, maybe this one here in the middle.
Yep.
And then this is the silhouette of the person standing by the doorway of the this archway. Again, I say bank because I wrote the story or wrote a similar story, so I'm understanding that it's a bank. But again, as you're watching it, without any understanding of the story itself, it's an archway. Then we have 2 more, I guess, people sitting down with guys with handguns, a nice window, and then here's Tinker. What's his name? Tinkerknot?
Yeah, Tinkerknot.
Tinkerknot, and he's got like I guess a mechanical arm. He's got goggles. He's holding a bag. Looks like he's holding a duffel bag of some sort. There's a light source coming from behind him, and then you have, I guess this is one of the bad guys holding the gun, or no? These are these 2 bad guys here from panel 4.
Yeah.
And then we have kind of an upshot of Tinkerknot looking up, casting shadow. Sean,
Yes, sir.
can you describe to me? I actually shouldn't describe this because I know a little bit about the story. You should look at this, and if you can, try to describe what you think is happening.
Well, I mean, I think it's just like you said. Like, well, I think the first thing I noticed is this page looks really good. I just like the layout and the bold angles and everything. Before I dive into the story, and it's kind of hard with layouts to really know who's who and what's, you know. There's quite a few people on this page, but I'm loving the angles, and I love like the only thing that I have a problem with compositionally is that Tinkerknot's head is either inside or outside that panel, and if it's bleeding into the panel above it, then that's a no-no because you have people in the foreground who are closer to us whose heads are being cut off. So I'm just looking at logistically things like that, but Yeah, I haven't really tried to figure out story-wise what's going on because it's a little bit with roughs. It's kind of hard to tell who's who.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Page 2. Sean, when you look at this, what's happening to you? What's happening in your
Well,
mind?
there's gonna be a delay. I got a wicked
yeah.
delay, so it may actually be a minute.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's
slow.
really
What's
slow.
happening here? Hold on. I froze.
I think we're faster than Chang for sure.
It looks like I froze.
That's page 2.
Hold on a sec. My camera froze.
Oh, okay.
Let me find the camera and then restart it.
I like that guy's guitar has a big R. It's kind of cool.
Okay. Well, it's still frozen.
I can see Bernard, your sensei's DNA in your panel layout. It's kind of cool. Yeah. I think we're just frozen.
Yeah, I don't know why this. Shoot. Let me open the app.
Hey, is that Ace?
Yeah.
What's up? Ace? We're gonna see you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Awesome. Which days you coming, man?
I don't know yet. Ask Bernard. No, I think probably like definitely Sunday, and probably Saturday. Maybe I don't know.
Thursday,
Cool.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, maybe we can try to sneak Ace into the party.
Yes, please.
What day is that? Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
Sean, you got your invite, right?
To what?
To the party.
I'll look. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. They should have emailed you an invite.
Oh, okay.
So just so you guys know, yeah, I invited Jeff Darrow to it, right? And he has a dinner with Frank Miller on Saturday, and he decided he'd rather go to the party with us than have dinner with Frank Miller.
Oh, no way. Holy cow.
That's crazy.
Did you tell him to bring Frank Miller?
Probably not.
Wow.
Wait, people can hear us right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're online.
All right, sorry, forget that whole Frank Miller thing. Sorry, guys, nobody heard that.
That blows my mind. Holy cow. You better check his temperature. Yeah.
All right, give me a sec here. My computer
we're
is acting
frozen.
up. It's frozen.
I didn't know it was next week. What is it? The first day of the show is this Thursday? This coming Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday. Oh, yeah, next Thursday. Yeah. Well, that's a little soon.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right?
It's coming
I
up.
gotta
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I've got to like organize my prints and originals and all that stuff like tomorrow.
I gotta make my prints and originals.